I'm out for a Sunday morning walk, and thoughts are floating through my brain. And my spirit told me, take your camera out, turn it on, and talk. So that's what I'm doing. Thoughts that were floating through my brain, I started to think about 2023 and the changes I've made since. All right, so in 2023, I had connected with a variety of people, different personalities, and enjoyed. I had a good time. Towards the end of 2023, in preparation for 2024, I found myself saying to everybody, 2024 is going to look different. At the time, I had no idea what it meant, but I just felt in my soul that something was going to happen. At the time, I had no intentions of writing a book, and I certainly had 100% no intentions of starting a YouTube channel. But that's why they say that we make plans and God laughs, because He's the one who ultimately decides on what we'll be doing. Nevertheless, here I am. Now, in order for me to do those things, I had to go into silence. I had to separate myself from people. And it's not that I separated, but I believe that I got so busy and focused. And in doing so, I was able to tap into who I am. And I looked at the people who I surrounded myself with and realized that not everyone is meant to go with you along your journey. I think we've all heard the saying that people come into our lives for one of three reasons. It's either a reason, a season, or a lifetime. The lifetime relationships are far and few in between. And the ones for a reason, well, I think at some point we find out what that reason is, and even with purpose, but I think sometimes the purpose one, they stay a little bit longer. But nevertheless, that's what I'm thinking about this morning. And there have been times when I felt a little bad, for some of the relationships that basically went into silence. But now I don't. Because the reality of it is, I feel like we do this thing where we meet people and we start to celebrate all the things that we have in common, like, oh my God, I'm the same way. Oh goodness, me too, and all those things. When in reality, after the newness wears off, we start to see things in people that we really don't care for. Things that really don't align with what we believe, but we overlook it because we're thinking about all the other good stuff. And I feel like that's where I am. I feel like I'm at a place now where I'm okay with being honest about the fact that, you know what? There are some things that I didn't like. There are some things that don't align with what I believe and what I do and what I like. I think that it's okay and very healthy to admit to when things fail. And, just recognize that not everyone is in your life to stay. I have a few friends. That's what it is. We don't see each other frequently, and sometimes they annoy me. But nevertheless, we've known each other for a long time, and we've grown to learn. Well, not 100%. No. I think it's good and healthy to recognize when people are not aligned, right? Because as we grow older, life becomes more clear, right? You find your purpose, and you realize, where you have spare time and where you don't. And there you look back and you realize that, good morning, that there were times when somebody could be trying to go left and you're trying to go right, but then for the sake of friendship, you put aside what you're doing to accommodate them, when in reality it's okay for one to go left and one to go right. I mean, that's where I am now, right? That's just where I am now. And I'm not I'm okay with it. I really am. I'm grateful that I have my mother. She's my sounding board. And, she sees what I go through and I, talk about, oh my God, about this person and that person and how bad I feel. And it's like, why? Like, why do we have to feel bad for relationships that fail? At the end of the day, everybody ain't walking together. Everybody's not walking at the same pace and everybody's not going in the same direction. And that is okay. Sometimes we get on the bus at one stop and somebody's going to get off before the other. That's life. that is life, and I'm okay with it. Being on YouTube is helping me to grow in ways I never knew possible, because having these conversations, it's almost as if like it's therapeutic, because I'm speaking it and I'm listening to it, and it's making me realize, you know what, it is okay. Life is a journey and I'm truly enjoying it. I am. And, to those who are struggling with, how to manage their friendships or acquaintanceships, let it go. The saying goes, if you let it go and it comes back, then it's real. At the end of the day, do you right now. Like, if you are in your season and you are expanding and growing, be okay with letting go. Be okay with letting go. And if anything, just say a prayer and just release it. Release it from whatever, like hard embrace you're holding on to. Sometimes I feel like sometimes we do ourselves a disservice by holding on tightly when it's not necessary. Sometimes a relationship, and it could apply to work too, because work is a relationship. Sometimes we sit there, we hold on, and we're telling ourselves all of the things that, all the good things. But then you're forgetting about how when you wake up in the morning, like, I gotta go there again, and I can't stand my colleague, or I don't, like all these things, right? But then we say things like, well, they did give me time off, or they did do this, or and it's like, because at the end of the day, like, we put in our fair share. So whether it's a professional relationship or a personal relationship, stop giving yourself excuses as to why to hold on to something that should be let go. It is life. As of today, Sunday, October 6th, I am releasing that which no longer serve my purpose, both in thought and deed. I need to make space in my hands to receive what God has in store for me. And I can't receive it if I'm holding on tightly. I pray that for you too, that you will come to a place in your life where you recognize what is serving you and your higher purpose, and what you're holding on to just because you have sentimental attachments and or feel like you don't want to hurt someone. At the end of the day, it's called life. It's a journey and stuff happens. Be free and be happy. Our days are numbered, and do not waste them. Don't waste them. Thank you for watching, and please share your comments below on how you deal with relationships. Like, do you tend to be the kind of person that holds on to something that you know isn't good for you? Or do you let go as soon as you know it's time to let go? It's interesting. It's an interesting topic, and I would really love to hear your feedback. Please remember to like and subscribe. Of course, comment below and turn your notification bells on so that you can get notified when I drop. Your subscription and your likes and comments will help my channel to grow. Thank you. See you in the next one.